Good morning. It's a little later than usual for me, but I'm here again at Chino Hill State Park. I had many different locations that I wanted to um, go to, but I ended up coming here because I realized it's a weekend. It's close to the latter weekends that people will be able to go out and play. And I opted away from going to the beach and doing something at the beach. I was prepared. I was prepared to do everything by sitting in the car. I'd gotten enough equipment to set up a 33-foot pole and then work off of that with everything else in the car. But that kind of changed when I realized the weekend and the amount of people using the beach and so forth. So I decided for a more sedate location. And Chino Hills has always been nice. I haven't always activated from here, but it's nice. I'm sitting under a nice broad tree, and hopefully we'll go from there. So, yeah, that's what I have so far. And thank you again for being with me. Once more, cross your fingers retroactively to see if I can get this activation in the bag. Thanks again, and we'll see you in a little bit. Ciao.
Something went wrong. Yep. Best laid plans and all that. Um, Yesterday's activation was fraught with errors and things that didn't work right, and um, least of which was the fact that somehow in saving the file, maybe I did it too early. Maybe I was shutting down without saving. I lost all the recording that I had for the activation, except for the introduction. Knowing that, I went ahead and did the goodbye segment, and I figured I'm not going to cry. I'll just figure it out. So knowing that some folks listen to these recordings to do some Morse code practice or copy practice, what I'd like to do is to go ahead and send all of the call signs I received. There was only 15 of them. I'm not going to do the FT8 ones, just the Morse code ones. And I'll send them twice. And then I'll go ahead and tell you what I sent and tell you who it was from. And yeah. So doing that, let me go ahead and get started. Here we go. Okay, that was Kilo 9 Victor India Charlie. That's Eric, one of the guys from LICW, which is kind of pretty cool. And yeah, I had a tremendously hard time copying him. It was very difficult. He tried, and I don't know, I must have gone 3 or 4 times going around each other trying to get that info. I finally got him. He was way down in the you know what? No, I gave him a 119. He gave me a 429. If I heard it correctly, there wasn't so much that there was noise, but the volume was just so low, and it was hard to hear. Was he in some noise? I don't remember there being noise. I just remember him being so low I could not hear him. So the best I could do was give him a 119. I think he gave me a 429, and that's where we go. So yeah, Eric from Illinois. Let's go on to the next guy here, and here we go. Let me start again. That was Kilo November 7 uniform. Michael from Colorado. Michael from Colorado. Booming signal. 599, both ways. It was beautiful. It's just wonderful to hear such clear, wonderful, unaffected signals with no noise. No, the Q sisters were gone. It was wonderful. It was pretty good. A few minutes later came this guy. I messed it up. Let me do it a second time. Okay, that was Kilo Juliet 7, Kilo Victor Delta. Ryan from Washington State. Booming signal again. 559. So, okay, I'm on a roll, and this is sounding really good to me. Here's the next person I got. Here we go. That guy's name is Jacob. Jacob from Oklahoma. And from Oklahoma, another booming signal. 559 is what I gave him. He gave me a 579. So I am just ecstatic because this is looking pretty good. And I'm only looking at 3 minutes or so between contacts, 3 to 4 minutes. So I was happy. I was doing okay. Here's the next person. That was Kilo Juliet 7 Delta Tango. Paul from Idaho. And another beautiful signal coming in. 599 I gave him. He gave me a 579. So that was pretty good. Thank you, Paul. Yeah, I forgot to call you out by name. I apologize, but you're in the log, definitely. Okay, here's the next person. That was Kilo Lima 7 Alpha Charlie. And his name is Andre from Alaska. That's my first DX contact from Alaska. And I sent him 599. He gave me 579. So I'm like really pretty happy that things are going on so well. And because this doesn't usually happen for me, as you may know. But here we go. Here's the next person. That was bad. Here, let me try that again. All right. His name is Kendall, and he's from Idaho. And I sent him a 599. He sent me a 559. So, I mean, I'm having a really good time here getting all of these contacts because I've never had responses. Well, I've never given so many 599s out in my life. This was really pretty good. The next person. No, that was wrong. Let me do this again. Whiskey 5 Echo Sierra Echo. Yeah, while I was doing this live, I also had a little problem with that one. His name is Scott. Scott, and he's from Texas. The thing is that this was the second 119 report that I sent out. It was extremely difficult to hear him. Normally, Texas is awesome. I can hear Texas all day long. Not this time. Not this time. It was a really, really bad. Almost. Well, yeah, about as bad as the very first contact with Eric out of Illinois. It was, yeah, it was bad. He gave me a 559. I could barely hear him. I could barely hear him. So it was a struggle, but I got him anyway. So that was pretty good. So I enjoyed that. And here's the next person. Okay, that was X-Ray Echo 2 Mike Whiskey Yankee. Armando, and he's from the state of Nuevo León in Mexico. Muchísimas gracias, Armando. So that he was my ninth contact, and banging in here 599 in both ways. Again, it was just a good day for 5 or 599ers. It was great. I had a lot of fun getting these good contacts. And here's another one. Here we go. I sent that incorrectly. Let me do this again. That was Whiskey 5, Whiskey Mike, Quebec, and Stacy from Kansas. And we exchanged 579s. Good signals. These signals are awesome. I was amazed at how many good signals I had. And I keep repeating that, but it was true. It's like, oh, another high, another good, strong, audible signal. And when these things were coming in, there was never a question of any sort of QRM. There was no fading involved. You either came in strong or you came in at rock bottom. But they were just good. So anyway, here's another one. Again. That was Whiskey Delta 4 Charlie Foxtrot November Steve from Tennessee. I got Tennessee, and I'm thinking, man, can I get Ed? Can I get Charlene? Not Charlene? Oh my God, her name. Oh, sorry, Ed. Sorry, Ed. Anyway, can I get the Bennetts out of Tennessee? I'm hoping. And this was 559 both ways. 559 both ways. I mean, I was just having just a wonderful day. Number 12 coming up. That was Peter from Virginia, all the way out to Virginia. So that was pretty awesome. Again, I sent a 579 and I got a 559 back. So radio, antenna, everything is working absolutely just perfect, except for the operator. So here goes number 13. That was Timothy from Washington State, and we swapped 599s. Again, um, yeah, strong signals was coming in great. Were coming in great. And here's one from a young lady that I met in class. She's not on the Discord server, but she definitely is a member of LICW. And she is starting, oh, I don't know, I guess she's 6, 8 months into her Morse code career, I believe. So here we go. This is her call. That's not her call. And that was Alpha Alpha 5 Uniform Zulu. Her name is Judy from Louisiana. I gave her a 559. She was coming in pretty strong. However, she gave me a 339. That was, I think, that was the lowest. That was the lowest of all the signal reports I received. And even then, I'll take it. I mean, I'll take any signal report because it means that, hey, we made a queue. So that's pretty good. And let's see. Yeah, so thank you, Judy. Thank you, Judy. And for some reason, I always recognize her call sign. And I don't know. It must have been a joke or something that she made, or some comment that she made during class, and it's just one of those things. Normally, I don't remember call signs. It's very hard for me to associate them with people. It's just, yeah, it's difficult for me. And here's the last one. And this one was kind of pretty good. He came in, I believe, 4 minutes in, or 4 minutes after Judy, maybe 3 minutes. But I was doing something else and I couldn't quite catch the call. So I think I asked for it a second time. Yes, and I generally do that with almost all of them, but that just to verify. And here it is. Oh, that was wrong. Let me correct that last sound again. There we go. The call sign is November 5 Delta Charlie Hotel. Dave, one of our instructors at LICW, finally got him. I think this is the first time I've ever gotten him. I have to check that. We've often had a difficult time getting up and over that mound of dirt and rocks between New Mexico and California. So it seemed that it worked fine, and then on top of that, it just blew everything away because it was still 599. I sent him. He sent me a 559. He mentioned that he tried to get a hold of me earlier in the day. He couldn't do that. All of a sudden, the band opened up. Booyah! And he's there. The same thing happened with Judy, by the way, AA5UZ. I remember hearing early, it would have been maybe the second or third call had I been able to make it. I remember hearing it AA5, but the rest I couldn't copy. It just wasn't coming through. I tried, I called, and she faded. Now I remember, she faded and never heard from her again. So, okay, sorry, I'll move on. And come to find out that the penultimate call on Morse code for me was hers. So anyway, I hope you can take these call signs, and I hope they help you in the copying process. I just didn't want to put in imagine you have a loaf of bread, right? Sliced loaf of bread, Wonder Bread, and it's all sliced up. You got the two ends and no middle, because the middle got somehow messed up. I didn't want to just put two ends together. At least you get to see some of the or hear the call signs that I dealt with when I went through. So there were a little bit of mistakes in there. That's fine. I'm not perfect. Lord knows I don't claim to me. But there you go. As far as everything is concerned right now, hey, thank you, and I'll see you in a little bit.
Well, it's been a few hours, like a lot of few hours, maybe 5 hours that I've been here at the park. But I don't. It wasn't a frustrating 5 hours. I enjoyed it. Um, the whole day started out loosey goosey. Um, Timing was off, and you know what? It just didn't matter. What mattered is that I did get out here, and it was a nice activation. I did get 15 contacts on Morse code, using Morse code rather, um, and I did that inside of an hour. So for me, as you may notice through my followings, following my misadventures as they were, um, that's pretty good. 15 contacts in an hour. So I was jazzed. Then, again, taking it easy and slow and so forth, um, I decided, you know what? Let me do sideband. The last time I was out, I did sideband. I changed nothing that I know of. I think I have a suspicion, but I think I changed nothing. Hooked up my microphone, hit the PTT, nothing. Couldn't couldn't transmit on sideband. I sure did transmit my recorded message, but that wouldn't do me any good if I can't use the microphone to respond. But okay, so that didn't quite work out. Then I thought, all right, let me just do FT8. Well, at first, um, FT8 wasn't working. It seemed like the radio was going kind of nuts. But Genius here had the PTT connection. Is that right? Or the RS-232 connection in the wrong slot, and my radio acted stupid. When I finally realized what I did, well, like magic, things worked just fine. So that's okay. So that worked out. I think I got 8 to 10 contacts on that. I've stayed here for a while. I'm a little tired. Okay, you know what? Let me just send a message on WinLink um, as I'm trying to do, all these different modes, and couldn't quite get WinLink to do its thing. I mean, it connected, it changed frequencies, but it didn't seem like it was actually sending anything to a gateway. All right, okay, so fine, that didn't work. And then to top it all off, when I started to set up the camera and whatnot, it would not connect to the phone. In fact, when I tapped on the icon, because there's an app that controls the camera, when I brought up that app or double tapped on it to bring it up, it would come up and then go bye bye. So there are some issues there. There have been issues all day, but you know what? I got an activation out of it. I met a new ham. He and I were just here coincidentally, and it worked out. So I had a good time. I enjoyed it. It's been a long day for me. I mean, don't get me wrong, and I'm tired, and now I got to pack up and go home. But it's been a good day. I've enjoyed it. Do you guys hear that airplane? Here we go. That airplane above me. Anyway, I want to do is I want to thank you very much for sticking with me. I will not put you through all this dead air time. I will definitely cut this down a lot, but I did want to mention that I had a good time. Thank you so much for being with me once again, and we'll see you next time. Next time I go activate. So, there you go. Thank you very much. Ciao for now.